So how do you communicate to those three groups to help them understand? Is it different than any other time?
Yes, it is. It is FaceTime. We're in our society today relies way too much on email and electronic communications, videotapes, or CDs, or audio tapes like this. It can't be. We're emotional beings first, and we handle that best face to face. So have short stand-up meetings, ask a lot of questions, but communication's got to be two ways. So it's not what you say; it's also having a very, very, very good listening campaign that's going to shape what you probably need to say to any of those groups or the overall population.
Communication being a two-way street, are there ways that you currently seek your employees' feedback?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're not doing a thing; we're doing many things. Because different people will participate and provide input to management in different forums. We have a SharePoint, which is a Microsoft product, where people can go in and it's kind of like blogging, if you will. And they can say whatever's on their mind, and other employees in the company can go in and look at what people are blogging about, if you will. And then management can look at it, and we can see and register through the choice of words and what people are saying, how we might and could and should respond. We have panel discussions where two or three senior managers will sit with a group of employees and just field questions. And that can be scary for managers because you don't know what they're going to ask, but you have to have the courage. And that conveys a lot to people. You have the courage to field the difficult questions and provide answers. And then we also electronically and paper communicate. So we have a letter from the CEO of the company. We're going to do one every 2 months. It's kind of the state of the business, the state of the economy, and what people can expect. So we're doing everything we can in that venue.
Going back to an earlier topic, how do you keep your team motivated when there are cutbacks?
Just because we're in hard times and people are walking wounded, their cubicle mate is no longer there, or their husband or wife have lost their job and their family's impacted, you have to be on top of performance. People want to know that they're doing a good job and that you care. So I'd say the primary relationship between bosses and subordinates is a performance relationship. And if that's not working, none of the other aspects of the relationship will work. So you got to get people refocused on that and maintain the focus on that. However, style is everything. So you have to do it maybe a little bit differently, with a little bit more TLC than you would do it before, but you still have to focus on performance.
Now, the employment rates are rising, so obviously there's a lot of people looking for jobs. Should business owners be looking to train and grow their current staff, or should they go outside of their current pool?
Both. It's a good times floats all boats. And when we start draining the swamp, we see all the ugly things that are under the surface of the water. So in bad times like this, when you focus on performance, there are probably people on your payroll that you should consider letting them go. Or it may be somebody you have been ignoring that you need a higher level of performance, you need to invest in them. But then there is an opportunity to, if you let that person go, that there may be a significantly greater talented individual, more competent and capable individual that you can get out of the marketplace.
One last question. How do you see the workforce evolution changing in the next year or so?
So for businesses, I'd say coming out of this crisis, probably in 2010, And if the economy booms, we're going to be back to a scarcity of the right kind of resource for our businesses. And that's going to be a challenge. We're going to have to be prepared to make investments in people to give them that last step in their education so they can highly perform for your business. And I think it'll turn out to be the wisest investment businesses can make.
As a working foundation dedicated to the success of business owners, Aileron has a wide variety of offerings that can help you restructure your workforce and confront the challenges of a changing marketplace. Visit aileron.net for more details.